Hi, my name's Adam. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us today. Today I want to talk about 3 tips to have financial success in 2022. You probably set New Year's resolutions for many years, and by February, by March, they've kind of died off, especially when it comes to health goals. We all are given, if we all live through 2022, we're all given the same 365 days essentially. So what do you do with your 365? Financial tip number 1 for 2022 success is to set goals. Okay, and there's 3 phases to setting goals. You have to set your goal, write it down, and then share it with someone. And that someone has to be someone that will hold you accountable. Don't just set goals in your head and say, I want to do this year, and then, don't tell anyone, don't write it down, because it's really easy for you not to hit those goals. Personally, I like to kind of break it down into different categories. Faith, finances, family, relationships, health. Make sure your goals are realistic. When you share it with your friend, your coworker, whoever you're sharing those with, they should be able to read them through and say, yeah, these are realistic. I'll help you achieve these, okay? So 1 to 3 for each category. The second tip for financial success in 2022 is get your financial affairs in order. You may not know where all your accounts are. You may not know what your retirement plan looks like, how much you're saving, what your rate of return was. You have debt that you're not paying off. You have credit cards that you're ignoring and make a minimum payment on. So you really need to create structure within your finances. You might be sitting there watching this video with 2, 3, 4, 5 credit cards. We've met people with well over $100,000 of credit card debt. The solution to paying that off is not to just make minimum payment. You'll never pay them off. You need to get a consolidation loan, go into your bank, work with them. They're gonna charge you maybe 5, 6, 7, 8%. Consolidate all that together, get a payment plan in place, and get that going. So you need to make sure you have a budget in place. You need to make sure that you're controlling those finances. Are you making more than you're spending? The answer should be yes. If it's no, you need to adjust something. You either need to spend less or make more. If you're getting close to retirement, which I know a lot of you watching these videos are between 45 and 65, where are you for retirement? Once you hit about 45 to 50, you should have a clear retirement plan in place. You should know how much you need to save every single month, every single year to hit your retirement goals at 55, 60, 65, whenever you plan to retire. You need to have that in place. Now again, if you're already in your 50s or 60s and you don't have a plan, it's not too late. It's never too late to have a plan in place. We do plans for people in their 70s and we're still able to save them, tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars of taxes. So it's never too late to plan, but the earlier you can start, the better off you are. Get a net worth statement, right? Not just to have the number, but to make sure that number is growing over time. We'll put a link to the net worth tracker that we've created below. You can click on that, use that. That's personally what I use. It's very simple. You can add more columns if you need to. But again, is my net worth going up over time? That's what I'm looking at. And how is it going up, okay? If my net worth increased 20%, but everything that I own, house and investments go up 20%, I didn't contribute anything, right? You kind of want to track it that way as well. The last thing I want to say to get your financial affairs in order, and this is probably the most important, is to make sure if you're married, common law partner, if you have someone else in your financial world, to get them involved. I know for my household, I kind of run the finances. My wife takes care of the kids and their stuff and all that. I don't get overly involved with that. She doesn't get overly involved with finances, but she keeps me in the loop with everything going on with the kids. I know I could probably tell you the calendar for the next month. And I keep her in the loop with the finances. If you're getting older, you may want to get one of your kids or your your future executor involved with this. Get someone involved to help you out. Get stuff in structure. Again, if I passed away, I have a list of assets. I have, password secured, all that kind of stuff. I have kind of this package that my wife could take and have access to everything, know where everything is, and just, be back on track with that. So that's another thing. Make sure that the person beside you, if you have someone, that they're right on par with you as far as knowing what's going on and where everything is. And the third tip for financial success in 2022 is 2 parts. If you're retired, I want you to have a clear go-go, slow-go, and no-go phase. Okay? How much can you spend in the first 10 to 15 years of retirement? Then the next 10, then the next 10 after that, okay? The go-go phase is that first part of retirement. You're traveling more, you can spend more, you're healthier. Then it drops off a little bit in the slow-go phase, and then it drops off even more in the no-go phase, okay? We see this spending habit go down. Yes, later in life, You could have, care home and facility and all that. There's a cost to that. A lot of times, most of you will have a home, so you can kind of lean on the equity in your home or just create within your overall cash flow plan at that point. But look at what part of retirement you're in. If you're in the go-go phase, have you calculated how much can you spend now and still have enough later? And the purpose behind that 3 phases of retirement and actually planning it out is so you don't get to 85 and think, oh man, I have way more money than I thought I would. And I really wish I'd done these things earlier when I could have. Now, if you're not retired yet, if you're still kind of building up for retirement, my goal for you, and this is my goal for myself, okay, so I'm setting the same goal for you here, is to save 50% more than you did in 2021. I don't care what the number is, I want you to save 50% more. Now, there's 2 ways to do that. You're gonna spend less or you're gonna make more, right? Like I talked about earlier, get a second job, pick up a hobby where you can sell stuff, whatever it is, go make more. The easier thing, and probably most of you need to do this because you're spending too much money, is rein in a budget, right? And especially in that 45 to 65-year-old range, a lot of you, your mortgage is gone, maybe kids are out of the house if you have them, and you have a lot of cash flow and you're spending it too loosely. Okay, I want you to rein that back about enjoy life, definitely. You don't want to not enjoy life all the way to retirement and then all of a sudden the fireworks go off and you enjoy it. You got to stagger it along the way. But a lot of you make good income and then you hit retirement and your income drops off substantially. I want that gap between your last year of working and your first year of retirement to be a bit closer, okay? If you think about the go-go, slow-go, and no-go phase, think about the working phase, okay? Working, go-go, slow-go, no-go. So it's kind of 4 phases. Once you get to retirement, it's 3. But before that, you just don't want too much of a gap, okay? If you're making good income, 150 grand a year, and then retirement looks like it's gonna be about 70, that's a massive shock, okay? That's gonna be hard on your system. Start saving more so your net is less, and get your savings up so there's more of a wedge, or less of a wedge, I guess, between those 2 numbers, okay? So that's my goal for you. If you're not retired yet, save 50% more in 2022 than 2021. Now, again, create a plan around it. It won't just happen. You have to either spend less or make more. Which one are you gonna do? Again, if you're retired, make sure you have a clear go-go, slow-go, no-go plan in place so that you can enjoy the early years. I would hate for you to call me in 10 or 15 years and say, Adam, I'm 80 now, I didn't follow your path, and I have too much money and I can't travel anymore. And I didn't do that European trip that I always wanted to do because I didn't know I could afford it. Don't be that person. There's way too many of you out there. Trust me, I talk to you all the time. Have that plan in place and follow it through. So thanks so much for joining us in this video. Again, Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much for a great 2021. It was a crazy year. It's kind of the year that our YouTube channel got started. We've grown to over 44,000 subscribers. If you're not already a subscriber watching this, I know over half of you still that watch our videos are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button below. I know a lot of you watch on a TV. Pull up your phone, your iPad, computer, whatever, jump onto some of our videos, hit subscribe, join the channel. We do post a video Monday to Friday every week, and we'll continue to do that through 2022. So thanks for joining us in this video. We'll see you in the next one.